Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Today I'm just going back to using my Tarot of Oppositions deck. And I would like to do a new spread. It's called the Triangle. And it is a 12-month spread. It's very short, brief. It's only 7 cards. So it gets down to it very quick and fast and easy. So here I go, 12-month spread. It will be about Harry. What's up with Harry? Harry's been kind of quiet. So let's find out why the silence, Harry. We know he probably, most likely, as I said, is renting a place in San Francisco. It is now trending on Twitter that there is a blonde lady showing up at this place, but I'm not going to speculate just yet. And what else is going on? Yeah, he's quiet. He's been very quiet. He hasn't been trashing his family lately. So I think that is why he is trying to make amends of some kind, trying to prove himself, prove his worth. His ego's down. He wants to clean himself up a bit. I see the family not being super embracing, but still guarded, my opinion. I think it's going to be a long, lonely road back. They're not going to accept him so easily. He's going to have to earn his way back. I also see with my pendulum privately that they are going to try and get him to Africa. Frogmore will be available for visits, but not to live in. I think that's going to be a major struggle for him. I did a lot of pendulum work privately, but it's going to always be available to him. And they're not going to trust him, and he'll never be a working royal. He'll never be on the balcony again. Those days are gone. They're behind him. So he'll be a total outcast, but being family and having a mental health issue, they realize that they're not going to toss him out to the wolves. They're just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. As much as many people would like that, it's not going to happen. So he won't be tossed out to the wolves, and they will assist him. They will help him because he's got a mental health crisis. He is mentally unstable, and they know it. So we just have to accept that. So yes, he will have Frogmore. It will be his visiting place. And I think they're going to try and get him to Africa. I think that will be his place. I've always said it my entire time on this channel, and that is no different now. They will have to find a place for him. That is the struggle. The problem is where to put Harry. But right now, I would like to know where his thoughts and feelings are, because he's very quiet right now. He hasn't been publicly trashing them, even though we know he's got this book deal, even though we know he's got to put it out, even though I did a spread saying he has not paused it yet or put it on hold. It's still on the table, but that doesn't mean that he can come to some clarity, because he is waking up and just make that one phone call and say, I'm not doing it. Because he's getting clarity now. And so he could wake up one morning and just go, boom, you know what? I want my family. I got to work my way back in. It's off the table. So he can easily do that at any point in time because he's waking up. He may very well do it. It's leaning towards that direction because he is waking up. But he's very stubborn. He's still angry. He still holds a lot of resentment. He's still sick. He's still untreated. So that could take a little more time. That could just be him realizing what matters most to him. And he wants to be back home. He wants to wiggle his way back in. He wants to slither back in, thinking he can get back to where he was. He's got that clouded insight. He has that audacity, that ego in order to do it. So I know my opinions are harsh, and I know it's not for everyone that I am pretty assertive like that. I get it. I have read the comments by some, very few, but some. And that's okay. You don't have to watch me. Here we go. So, Harry, why so silent, Harry? Why so silent, Harry? Why so silent, Harry? And I know I come off more harsh since I use the psychology and the harshness of the cluster B. They are the problematic cluster. They are the most abusive of the personality disorders. And unfortunately, when someone is very mentally unwell, they abuse the people closest to them. And so I highlight that. And it does come off as harsh and brutal. I realize that. I'm not ignorant to that fact. I know I come off kind of harsh. So either you love it or you hate it, but it is what it is, and I'm just trying to speak the truth here, and not trying to put rose-tinted glasses on. I'm not a rose-tinted glasses channel here, so never have been, probably never will be. So here we go. Harry, why are you so quiet? Harry, why are you so quiet? Why the silence? Why the silence? 12 months, 12 months, 12 months, Harry. Let's get some 12 months on you, Harry. Okay, 12 months for Harry. Okay, so it starts out with the 2 on the bottom. This will be the present position. Then we go to 1 to 3 months here. Then we go to 6 to 12 months here. And then the center one is the central situation. So what's central? Central to the whole situation is the wheel. The wheel in the upright. He wants to change the cycle. He wants good luck. He's been in the bad cycle. He's been in this position. Nothing's been going well. Everything's been going sour. Everything's been going south. His entire life has been going south. He wants to rise up. He wants to rise up. He wants better luck. He wants to take his bad luck and turn it around and turn it into good luck. So he's thinking about making good luck for himself. Better karma, better outcome. He wants life to spin in his favor because it has not been doing that. So that is the central card. So for the first 1 to 3 months, what's happening? 1 to 3 months. Okay, so 1 to 3 months time frame here, we have the Tower. So he's got to rebuild himself. He's completely crashing, not to the point where he cannot rebuild himself, but crashing to the point, and look, lo and behold, there's the crown. He wants to get back to the crown. He wants to get back to the family because we have here the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a lack of fulfillment in his life. He's completely unfulfilled with her, as you can see. And so that is happening right now within the next 1 to 3 months. I would say that's very much, this is the 1 to 3 months. I forgot to get the present. I'm sorry, I will get to it. So this is in 1 to 3 months. We will probably find out about the tower crashing moment between the two of them, that they're both unfulfilled in their marriage. So probably in 1 to 3 months, we will probably hear about a divorce, I'm thinking, in 1 to 3 months. The present position here, here's the present position. Yeah, sorry about that. This is my first time doing this spread on this channel. So here we go. And my first time doing it, period. I just read about it in a book, so I decided to give it a go. So we have here the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lack of harmony between them. They're energetically, and there's a lack of money as well. Lack of harmony with money. The way they spend it, the way they use it, the way it's delegated, and it's just not working out with the 2 of Cups between the two of them. They tried to be a union. I see that they're faking it. They've been faking it for a long time, but they're also running out of money. And with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse position, they're retreating after failure. So right now he's retreating. He's completely in retreat mode from the union because they're failing. So that's why he's quiet. That's why she's quiet. That's why they have the San Francisco place. That's why they're selling the Montecito place, because they're retreating after failure. Their union is a complete failure and everyone knows it. They're not growing. There's no growth. They never will grow. It's just not going to happen. It's cracked. The whole foundation of the relationship is breaking and falling apart. So that is what is the present position. So then I see them going into, like I was saying, into 1 to 3 months, and probably 3 months, I would say, more than likely. Within the next 3 months, we're going to hear about them completely filing for divorce, or they're unhappy or not satisfied. I think they're trying to make this divorce proceedings look as smoothly as possible. They don't want to have it look like an ugly separation. I think that's one way to make it look like it's cleaner and with less trauma and more on the family, because Harry wants good karma. Harry wants to get back to this. He wants to get back to being center balanced, having that inner knowing, that the center of the wheel is staying balanced. He wants to get back to being balanced in that center wheel. He's not that. He hasn't had that since being with her. So that's what he's aiming for. Another reason, okay, for the 6 to 12 months is this card here. 6 to 12 months. Wow, look at that. 6 to 12 months, he would like to be around his grandmother. He would like to be back with morals, duty. He wants to get back to doing duty. He wants to be a working royal. He doesn't want to be seen as shameful and immoral and broken, but he's still going to be broken in 6 to 12 months. He will be seeing the queen. He will be around her, but he's going to be a very broken individual. 10 of Cups in reverse, completely shattered, unhappy, broken family. So that is what it is. Completely emotionally toxic, broken, empty nest as well. So yeah, he's not gonna have his happy ever after. His happy ever after never happened. And so this is him crawling back to wanting those morals, high ground, taking the high ground, being the high ground. He wants to take his bad behavior and spin it around is what he wants to do. He wants to take the bad and turn it good. So he's in correction mode. He's in total correction mode right now. And that is how I see it, total correction mode. And they're going to take him back. They will take Harry back broken. He's gonna be completely, utterly broken. They're not gonna get him back as a solid, happy individual. He's gonna be mentally shattered. But, you know, they will work with him. He's family, and that's just the way they are. They will put their family above others, even though no one wants to hear that. They are family. So let's get some more cards. How will Meghan's next 12 months go? Let's get Meghan's. Meghan's next 12 months. 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 Spirit guides and angels, please be clear. Meghan's next 12 months. I saw one flipped in there. Meghan's next 12 months. 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 Okay, Meghan's next 12 months. Please be clear. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 for the present position. For the next 1 to 3 months. For the next 6 to 12 months. And for the central. The central will be, wow, she's going to be feeling quite smug here. 9 of Cups, she's going to be feeling smug. That is the central card. She's going to be feeling pretty good about herself. Okay. And then we have here for the present position. Yeah. We have here the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Death card. So, and the Death card is in the upright position. So she thinks she's going to transform herself. It is an ending and a new beginning. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's going to be a lot of cruelty. Go figure. A lot of cruelty with the Ace of Swords. This is someone who is cutting out. There's a cutting out and a death. So the marriage is coming to an end. She knows her days are numbered. They are done. She's actually quite okay with it. She's got her smug pleasure and feeling happy. And so she's okay with it. She will be okay with it. I think she realizes it's a done deal. It's a completely done deal. So that's totally being cut out. She's being cut out and she knows it and she's okay with it. With the Ace of Swords in reverse. So yeah. This is someone who's going to accept it. But she's also got some mental blocks, and she's going to be very guarded with herself. And she could not control, she could not conquest what she planned on. And she does not have clear vision. She does not have clear vision. She's not capable of having clear vision because she has all the mental blocks. She's got the paranoia. She's got the mental illness disorder, the narcissism. And they're very full of themselves. She is tungsten. She thinks she can manifest whatever she wants. So with that mental block, she's under the illusion that she will continue to have smug pleasures and she will continue to transform herself. There's that tungsten, okay? Tungsten. Yes, she is always going to be tungsten. So we have here 1 to 3 months here. In 1 to 3 months, she is going to try and be strong. She's going to get that inner strength and try and control herself from within. So that's why she's also being somewhat quiet. She's taking more self-control of herself. And we have here the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So that is having a lack of focus and ambition. She's not super focused on what to do, and she's lost her motivation, but she's trying to stay calm and cool, control myself from within. It's over. So she's going to go into quiet mode, like I said the other day, so that she can reemerge and try and aim for politics, probably in New York. That's why we're seeing the smug pleasure. It's sort of a pre-planned attack for the future, in my opinion. And so this is a necessary quiet time so that maybe things will settle down, the negative press will settle down, and then she can come back and reinvent herself as this, Nine of Cups. Like, I have it all, I'm doing great. I am a Nine of Cups woman. And so that means I have happiness. I am ideal. I have consolidated all my conquests. She feels she is consolidated and she's conquest people. She thinks she's won. She really thinks she has won. That's because she tore down other people. She got great pleasure in it. There's that sickness there with this mental blocks here. She gets pleasure from destroying other people. There is a joy in it for her. That's part of the twisted, convoluted mind of the narcissist. And she's going to tame herself from within because right now she has to do it. She's got to do it so she can come in later and feel like she can win. So that's part of they're always 10 steps ahead. They're always 10 steps ahead. And that's part of the way her brain works. And that's what I'm seeing here. So the next 6 to 12 months, what I have here is the King of Swords in the reverse position. And the Five of Swords in the reverse position. So with the King of Swords in the reverse position, she's going to not be treated, she's going to feel like she's being under attack with the King of Swords in reverse. What else can I say about the King of Swords in reverse? She's going to feel like she's got zero integrity. This is the abusive dad energy. So she's going to feel like she's under attack, I would say, and that she's going to say that they're abusing me. So there's going to be a bit of a victim pity play at hand, more than likely. And then with the Five of Swords in reverse is she's lost the conflict. She's losing the battle here with the Five of Swords. And she's going to be trying to aim for peace and recovery here. And there's a lot of fear for her. She's been roadblocked. It's also a roadblock card. So she's being roadblocked by, in my opinion, the royal family. They're not going to tolerate her. They're not going to talk to her. They're not going to speak to her. She's being, with that sword down, that is, in my opinion, being cut out. Because when you see the sword down, that's usually cutting out. And I think that will be Charles handling it as well and stepping in and helping Harry more than likely. So it's looking like a cutting out for her, and she's in a loser position, and she has to go into recovery mode. And she likes to fight, but she's losing the fight. She wants to continue to fight, but they're not going to allow it. They're just going to shut her out. They're not going to intellectualize anything with her. They're not going to rationalize anything with her. They're just going to be done with her. But being kind of a convoluted, sick mind with this clouded insight, it's not going to phase her too much. Not like it should for a normal brain, because she always thinks she can transform herself. She always thinks she can recreate herself. And that is that mirroring that they do, that whole mirroring, that acquisition of other people's characters, finding new fuel. She'll find a new fuel supply source. She will find new fuel. When one is destroyed, they find new fuel. That is why we also are seeing this Five of Swords still in this position. She's still got some fight in her. She's still got some fight in her. She's never going to drop her sword. She will never drop her sword. She will find other people to mingle with, to bring into her matrix. They're very clever at that, and I see her just finding that new stomping ground in New York. And with that new stomping ground, she can find new fuel supply sources, a new matrix of people, a new coterie of people, a new inner circle of people. And she will find lots of enjoyment and pleasure in New York, going to fancy restaurants, wining and dining, you know, acting like a politician, recreating herself, recreating herself. She really thinks she can do that. She thinks she's a rose who people will accept, and if she acts giving and loving, and kind of love bombs and acts like she's really fulfilled, people will be drawn to that smug, energetic, playful energy with the Nine of Cups. With that, I think she thinks that, you know, with that happiness and I'm ideal, people are going to be drawn to that. Not everyone is educated in it, and not everybody has kept up to date on her shenanigans. So there are going to be people who are going to buy into it. There will always be people who will buy into it, and she knows it, and that's why we're seeing this here. Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.